Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time visiting my channel, my name is Felix. I'm a YouTube content creator from Indonesia. Guys, first of all, for you guys who are just notified, welcome to my second channel, YouTube React YT React 2.0. This channel I created especially for animes, both OGs and the fanmates such as this one called ARJ that I am about to react to. Also, this channel will be uploading also about Ultraman series. If you love those series as well, it's based all on Japanese. But for music and stuff, it will be still on my primary channel, the previous one, and I think for this couple of weeks, I'll be uploading some teasers for my reaction, especially for Ultraman and Call Me Arch, for making my audience, such as yourself who doesn't know that I create new channel, can move, can subscribe, and can help to support. Please help to support, share, to boost up my channel so I can grow my anime channel as well. But without further ado, I'm truly interested to see Ultra Vegito versus Madara, second of the 5 strongest, full video right here in this channel. So thank you so much guys for the support all this time. Please support me as well in this new one. So without further ado, let's just jump into the video reaction and let's just go check it out. Let's go, let's check, let's react. Okay, let's go 3, 2, 1,
Remember,
go.
the next video after this part has already been made and is live now on my Patreon for you to see straight after you've watched this. Fully voice acted, soundtracked, and with my signature editing up for early access for the incredible
Even years ago at the Tournament of Power when I meet your separate selves, what is that, that's Jiren or what?
Else. Literally right now. But before we continue, today's video is sponsored by hundreds of artifacts to equip.
Art is just crazy, man.
Just click my link in the description.
By the way, while we're waiting for this one, I wanna ask you, are there any fan-made mangas such as this one, or even short clips about fan-mates that I am required to watch here in this channel, because I'm really wanting to see what series you recommend, what fan-made do you recommend for me to react next.
Enjoy. So our story continues with Vegito in a positively confused
He wants to eat the chocolate,
state.
yeah.
Still as a Super
He wants to
Saiyan,
eat the
staring at
chocolate and then
new masked man before
this is the second of the
same
5.
man who had just proclaimed himself as the second of the 5 strongest.
Madara.
Fumbling and smushing of the chocolate bar that is Gotenks, the warrior's foot would move off, leaving the creepy masked fellow then to let out an apology. Sorry about ruining your little treat, friend. That was your offspring that I just clumsily stepped on, wasn't it? How thoughtless of me.
Oh my god.
Cronoa won't mind losing 2 weaklings like that. Trunks! Goten! But soon a feeling of shocking realization comes over Vegito, as he figures out finally that with that crushing stomp, so too did he lose his sons once more, again, to the hands of a god. What have you done? As instantly Vegito enraged powers up immediately to his Super Saiyan 3 form.
Oh, from Super Saiyan to Super Saiyan 3.
You'll pay for that, scum! Rushing in at Madara with conviction and pure anger in his heart, with the blade in destruction in his right hand, ready to slice through the enemy before him.
Okay.
Far too slow. But instantly, and I mean in the slightest of seconds.
So this guy is how many times stronger than Guts?
Madara pulls out a sword.
For him it is very slow. Even for Super Saiyan 3 I think it's something already. Even with the Blade of Destruction, but this guy Madara can say it's too slow.
like nothing and immediately sent Madara's body moving straight forward a few feet, as if moving on a conveyor belt. But behind him is the real shocker as...
Oh my god, the head of Vegito?
Flying through the air above a headless
The
and
head of
spurting
Vegito.
bloody body is the decapitated chopped head of Ultra Vegito.
Ultra
Soaring
Vegito.
through the air helplessly as in one fell swoop, the God Killer is eliminated. And in his final sounds before death,
The head, man.
Vegito's now pupilless eye face just makes incoherent sounds as his furiously leaking skull just slowly flies through the sky. While Madara, quickly from a view behind, shows himself now beginning to sheathe back his katana, having done his job. All the while, the now energyless body of Vegito drops its blade and soon begins dropping to the ground itself. And with a sadistic look on his unmoving mask, Madara would then, with a painted smirk, just say, My, I am not the one to be attacking without doing your research, my silly friend. That was an unfortunate mistake to have made. Or eventually, as his katana finally clinks into place, just as perfectly timed.
But Vegito has Boo, right? So he can regenerate whenever he wants. I think.
His head finally slammed to the ground. And instantly, also revert back to base in the process. And immediately, following this, as if totally disappointed in what had just happened, Madara slams his palm onto his mask and lets out... Seems just like I thought. That damn priest was overreacting.
The Grand Priest.
Disturbed me of all people for something as lowly as this? This creature, the so-called God Killer.
Cold God Killer.
Defeated before I even had the chance to break a sweat. Seems like the gap between the gods of this realm and the beings of the beyond have just gotten wider and wider. All you fools needed to do was anger this brute and wait for his comically telegraphed attack. Guts. Did you really lose to this scum? And to think you had the audacity to believe you could become the strongest of the five one day.
You don't know your research too well, my friend. He has a Boo inside of him. He is immortal, so to say.
Once a dreamer, always one. Madara would then turn his body to look at his victim and continue.
You thought Vegito's done? You don't know what is his game. You don't know his full power. He's only using Super Saiyan 3.
So
what did he do with the final form?
I did say to bring him in alive if possible. But I guess that's out of the question now. Does he really expect me to bring in a bloody corpse instead? For what reason? A mortal shouldn't even be stepping foot into the land of the divine anyway. But as his sights see the whole picture of Vegito's headless body, he notices too the giant sword that is also directly next to him. And then comments,
Guts' sword.
There is that, isn't there? Guts' blade of destruction. The demon emperor within that. As lazy as I am, it probably wouldn't be a good idea to leave that behind. I'll take that back instead. Surely a heck of a lot more valuable than this Saiyan trash. And so Madara would then slowly and nonchalantly begin walking towards the decrepit body of Vegito, aiming to retrieve the blade that was formerly owned by the first. As he looks down though, he can't help but think, this blade lost its value 1,000-fold the minute it began being wielded by such
Hoo.
Guts, you managed to defeat and seal one of the legendary emperors of the demon realm, albeit one of the weakest ones. Yet, you couldn't defeat this thing? What a disgrace you've put upon the five.
On the
I'm
5.
glad I at least restored a portion of our honor. Before then reaching his hand out, without a worry, in sight, towards the blade of destruction. Almost as if being a member of the Five itself gained him all the rights to its usage. But just as Madara approaches, the unthinkable begins to happen. Even surprising the being who had lived for far longer than even the gods themselves.
He is shocked to see what?
Are you sneaky? As out of nowhere, moving on its own volition, the blade of destruction suddenly swipes
It's
forward,
attacking Madara.
clearly aiming straight for the head of Madara. But on its second powerful swipe, Madara this time is quick to pull back out his own katana and block the massive blade despite the difference in size. As he laughs. What a bizarre turn of events. Seems traveling here wasn't a complete waste of time. Eventually pushing the blade back as Madara too jumps back to gain some distance. For a minute, he watches on in silence, observing what the sword is even doing, before commenting, I know what this could be. The demon locked within. Perhaps the seed is weakening. This might just be its attempt at escaping. If that happens, this will turn into a completely different chapter.
Ooh.
But as Madara thinks, the blade soon travels on its own accord away from the second.
It's not because of demon, it's because of Vegito's order.
Suddenly,
right? Vegito's taking that.
Yet familiar hand without a sound
It's Vegito's
coming from
hand.
its supposed assailant. And shockingly, standing there
Vegito's
inexplicably
awakening up.
on its own is the headless body of Vegito, upright and still spurting blood from the various jugular veins.
Yep.
Gripping onto the
You don't know he is
tightly,
immortal, don't you?
While above, the very head of the God Killer moves slowly towards the decapitated neck, as if held together by puppet strings. Until eventually, Vegito
Right? The boo.
begins leaking pink fluid
Majin
into the cavity
Buu.
of his body, before attaching and then slowly turning around 180 degrees, as if now a zombie. Leaving the head finally with its eyes closed and completely silent until... Guess who's back?
Who's back?
With a vicious smile and veins protruding all over his face as his blood circulation
They are
returns,
back. Vegito
would
is
then
back.
return to the living world. Unkillable now with the power of Majin Buu.
Of Majin Buu.
And though Madara would stand confused, Vegito right in front of him would remain sword in hand and stare him down.
Madara is confused, but you say you've done your research. How far is your research, Madara? You are confused to see Vegito immortal? You don't know Vegito is immortal now? Nah. You are wrong.
Well. Fancy meeting you here again. You got me good with that last attack. But I hope you know, I only let you kill me to test out the abilities of Buu.
He wants to test out the abilities of Buu.
Taking the interest and curiosity of Madara, as he thinks to himself, the abilities of Buu? What in the name of Zeno could he possibly mean?
Could it possibly mean?
This is a curious state of affairs, though. I was told the God Killer was just a mere mortal. One from a warrior race of evolved primates known as the Saiyans. But if my eyes do not deceive me, this scum just cheated death.
Cheated
Am I
death.
fighting an immortal? Huh. Wouldn't be the first time.
Wouldn't be the first time. He has been
But the
fighting
still
an
thoroughly
immortal
pleased with himself
before.
Vegito, now wiping away the blood from his chin, would then say, I don't know what you're muttering to yourself over there, Mr. Second of the Five, but I'm oh so
Okay.
glad you showed yourself finally. You know, I was starting to wonder just how I was going to run into one of you clowns again.
Once again.
I mean, I don't even have a single idea about what you guys look like, let alone what universe. So I don't think my staff would have been any help. But now
Okay.
you're here, I gotta say, you're a whole lot smaller and weaker looking than Guts.
Weaker.
Are you sure your energy's gonna be even somewhat comparable? How
Oh my
funny.
god.
But in response, almost as if uncontrollable, Madara just bursts out into an eccentric laugh as he looks to the God Killer from the side of his eye and says, Smaller, I'll give you that. I just don't need such cumbersome muscles to wield my blade.
To wield my
But
blade.
weaker? What an odd thing to say, considering Guts was once my student.
Oh! My student?
You took Guts! Instantly leaving Vegito
Oh
in
my
a state
god.
of shock.
He
as his
thought
earlier
Guts.
underestimations are all proven wrong. That is
Oh
untrue.
my god.
Perfect!
But he is happy to
With a
test out
horrid,
the stronger.
demon-like look, with his grin widening to inhuman size and length, Vegeta would yell in excitement, So you will be an even greater challenge for me then! And in turn, an even greater feast!
Greater feast
Oh
because
my.
he can
I
absorb
can only
Madara.
imagine what your energy will taste like. I'm tired of these filthy gods and angels. Feed me it now.
Oh, so he directly switched to final form. He switched to final form directly from base.
Causing Vegito to then roar thunderously as his body bulks up even larger than ever before and he reaches his max power level. Yelling as loud
Directly,
as he can
final
as
form.
energy and aura overflows from his body along with the crumbling rocks of the planet, all being broken apart by the ravaging signature black lightning that accompanies him.
Okay.
As Madara stands before it, he, just as Vegito said, begins to look smaller and smaller, even to us. And that kind of power is no joke even to the second, as the pure pressure and
okay.
wind force being generated by Vegito's power-up causes even him to cover his masked face, as he peers at the shocking sight through one eye. But deep within the thoughts of the second, something comes to mind, as he thinks, oh dearie me. So this
Okay.
is what the Grand Priest was so alarmed.
Oh, this is the final form. He thought it was just the Super Saiyan 3 and there it's done. He thought it's so weak, but this is the full power and that's why the Grand Priests are so alarming Madara because his power is beyond the Saiyans
About
and the
this is
mortals
the power of the God Killer.
of the God
What
Killer.
a surprise! This does indeed far surpass the energies of those minor gods and angels.
The gods and angels.
Dare I say, this energy seems to even surpass Guts by
Surpass
some
gods.
margin. In fact, it seems familiar in nature. But what?
Yeah, but why? Because Vegito's absorbed
Why?
Guts'
Does
energy.
this have something to do with why this animal keeps spouting about tasting my energy?
Tasting my energy because he's absorbing Guts' energy.
This time it'll be your head that falls, Madara! ultimately leading to Vegito rushing in with vengeance and bloodlust, straight for Madara, with his giant sword lifted ready to swing with far more vigor than ever before.
Okay.
And not one to shy away, Madara just remains in place, moving into a defensive position with his katana immediately drawn. And through his still smirking mask, would say,
I wanna see how if Madara lose and heal can and his attitude will change and everything. It will be so cool.
straightforward telegraphed attacks once again.
Once again.
Mortal types never seem to learn your lessons, do you? And instantly, their two swords clash with overwhelming power.
Okay.
Madara's speed being matched finally, now by Vegito in his max power form. With even Madara noting, oh, so this is going to go a little different, is it?
So it will not decapitate Vegito's head so easy.
Vigorously trying
Because
Vegito
he's
would just
directly
flex
on
his
final form.
muscles, giving it literally everything he has to push back against Madara's swing. Thinking to himself, this little twerp, why does it feel like his blade swings packs far more of a punch than even guts?
God.
Giving it my all here. But I suppose I wouldn't even know if he is too, with that damn mask covering his face. Eventually allowing Madara to momentarily overpower Vegito and swing his blade through, while Vegito quickly moves back. This of course not being unnoticed by Madara, who comments,
Okay.
oh, so the primitive ape knows not to just attack? I applaud your attempt at movement, ape boy.
Movement, 8 boy.
But you are not getting away from me that easily!
Okay.
Damn it! And immediately, Madara pulls back and swings his blade once again, straight onto Vegito, who defends narrowly with the Blade of Destruction. His teeth gritted and his body covered in electricity as it becomes more and more obvious just how out of his depth he seems to be in this sword battle.
Oh, okay.
I haven't got all day for you to just be blocking, God Killer. And with the second's patience running out, with Vegito's defensive mindset,
He is crushing
the
Vegito
second
from the
immediately
start.
perfectly transitions to a vicious kick that moves Vegito's blade instantly. What the? Taking the God Killer by surprise, as in his rookie state as a swordsman, he completely had been unaware that that had even been an option. No, I'm open! And when the scene zooms out, the effect of the kick is seen, as Vegito's Blade of Destruction is moved all the way to his right by force, even scraping along the ground, while Madara remains in perfect flight and in perfect stead to slice down at any moment. But despite the obvious route for attack, Madara adds even more of an edge up his sleeve, as he soon appears right behind Vegito in his blind spot and giggles. Remember, God Killer, it is only you who makes predictable moves.
Moves.
What? Slicing
Oh,
down from
he's
behind,
shocked
but
that
luckily
Vegeta is
for our
gone.
hero into thin air. As somehow, in the nick of time, Vegito just barely manages to escape via instant transmission. Immediately reappearing once again some distance away, as Madara remains ready to attack at any moment. The brief skirmish doesn't leave Vegito with a positive taste in his mouth though, as he angrily then contemplates, this is just as pointless as when I fought gods!
When I fought gods.
Totally outclassed, when it comes to fighting blade to blade.
Blade to blade. He can't fight blade to blade because he's a Saiyan. He knows fight hand to hand, not blade to blade.
If I'd eaten Trunks when I
Eaten
had
Trunks. Yeah, if he'd eaten Trunks, he at least know how to
the
fight with a
chance,
blade.
this would have been more even. But right now, I need a way to make things fair. Straight away, following these thoughts up with slamming his sword back into the planet's surface, leaving himself now unarmed as he quickly then swings his left arm to the side, not uttering a word, but his right arm bent out in front, as if in a new fighting stance.
Ooh. Okay.
Now what? Which temporarily leaves the still moving forward Madara to briefly wonder what the God Killer was even thinking. As he says, now he wants to fight me barehanded?
Barehanded.
This fool must have forgotten already just how deadly this blade of mine is. I guess better your fingers than mine, friend.
Okay.
But as Madara reaches closer, Vegito vanishes quickly once again, this time leaving his blade behind. Confusing Madara as he wonders, leaving his weapon unattended? Does he
Unattended.
have any idea what that thing is worth? Perhaps the coward finally realized just how pointless battling me really was. Not a chance, clown face! What? As out of nowhere, Vegito reappears, but this time right behind the second. As his arms
it's the
bulge
same
and
thing
become
happened.
raucous in veins as they immediately grab onto and clench hard on the neck and body of Madara, trapping him and immobilizing use of both of his arms too. But though we cannot see Madara's true expression, through his voice we can tell he's almost unbothered as he inquires,
He don't care at all. He don't care at all when he even Vegito do something like that.
nice move.
He don't even care.
But what do you intend to do with your hands tied like this? You should know. It's only a matter of time before I break free of this pathetic grip
With this
and
perfect grip.
slice you in half. But Vegito in response
okay, what's
just
that?
opens his eyes wide as one of his mysterious
is
final
that?
form techniques then
Oh, he uses the shadows, if I'm not mistaken. He uses the shadow of guts or something.
Is that as in a short
Guts.
twist instead of summoning the power of the angels or God
Not powerful, not God and angel because it's too weak. He
that he
summoned
had just
guts.
devoured, he instead summons a one-to-one copy of himself.
Oh, one-to-one
That
copy.
leaves
It's
the
not guts. I
second
thought it's.
lost for words.
Oh wow. Copy of him.
As if a sinister look of confidence, as if his plan was now in full effect, Vegito raises his hand behind him, pointed directly towards the blade of destruction, while saying, "Oh, don't worry. Someone's getting sliced in half, alright. But
Alright.
don't count on it being me!" As suddenly at the end of Vegito's sentence, the blade of destruction begins to tremble and vibrate with the very planet, before exploding outwards out of the ground that sheathed it, and rapidly moving at speed straight towards the outstretched hand of Vegito, as if a magnet attracted to a polar center.
Oh, okay.
And just like that, with even more obedience than ever with guts, the blade of destruction returns to its new owner's hand. The god.
Okay, to Vegito.
And with the blade
He wants
now
a
with
cut.
the second Vegito, the apparition screams, "Now! Let us see how you come back from being sliced up, Madara! Somehow,
Okay.
I don't think you'll be able to do the same things I could."
Thanks, I could. Okay.
Wait! leaving the previously calm and collected member of the five
Oh,
strongest.
I
now
don't
for the
think
first
he's this
time,
weak.
showing
He's
a
just
bona
playing
fide
around, I think.
hint of fear, even through his unmoving mask.
Okay.
As without a shred of mercy, Ultra Vegito's clone follows through without any hesitation. And with a dastardly
Okay.
smirk on his mug, he lets out. Looks like you weren't much more of a challenge than Guts.
Challenge than
After all,
gods.
consider the master now surpassed. As
Oh.
the son Madara seemingly then remains motionless as his own katana falls from his very hand. And as we finally see the damage from Vegito's attack, the aftermath is just as the God Killer
Oh.
expected. As the second of the five strongest, now most likely already on the cusp of death, separates in half
Because
slowly,
he's been cut in
his
half.
entire body splits in two. All the while the smirking Vegito would just laugh looking at him. What's wrong, kiddo? Can't you reattach and regenerate too? So much
okay.
for looking down on us mortals, you divine weakling! Before beginning to
okay.
loosen his grip as his arms extend forward and he continues, I better hurry up and take this fool's energy now,
Energy
before he
now.
completely dies. Oh, I can't wait. Power and energy that will be even better than Guts.
Even better than
Count
gods.
me in.
Oh, he wants that.
What? But suddenly, in classic Dragon Ball fashion, things do not go just as the God
Yeah.
planned. And
Yep.
suddenly,
There's
a look
always
of
something
pure shock
unexpected
and
happening.
bewilderment comes over Vegito. But why? What is this?
What is that?
As suddenly in a shocking sight,
What
as if some
is
form
that
of clone,
sight?
the once split clean in half body of Madara immediately breaks into a fury of black, screaming ravens that burst out and fly all over the surrounding area in panic, leaving the completely astounded God Killer just muttering, What the hell? What did he just do? His energy, it's gone! He was here. I felt him. This was definitely the real him! What kind of dumb magic trick is this? Where are you? Eventually causing Vegeta to quickly turn around in annoyance, ready to annihilate his victim once more until... Just as he turns around, levitating in the air,
Madara is back.
uncomfortably close and face to face with Vegito, staring him in the eyes, is now a whole Madara. Who whispers,
Oh my god.
Yes, Vegito. Just like that. Look deeply into my eyes. Eyes of Izuna!
Eyes of Izuna? What is this eyes?
And suddenly,
Oh my
within
god.
the mask of Madara, his widened eyes completely change, as his right eye takes on a
Oh my
strange
god.
but haunting pattern, leaving the God Killer, for some strange reason now, completely paralyzed, and stands still as if having just seen the fright of his life.
Oh.
But eventually, once
Man.
Vegito comes back to his senses, he no longer seems to be in the same place. Now surrounded in what seems like complete darkness, Vegito's eyes immediately begin to dart around to figure out where he is or what has happened to him. As he thinks, what the hell is going on here? 1 minute that clown was right in front of me, and the next I'm here. Did he kill me or something? Or worse, erase me? It feels like he pulled a Babidi and moved me to an entirely different dimension. And with nothing else to do, he begins walking slowly and cautiously through the void of pitch black darkness until... Hey look guys, it's him! He's back! A voice suddenly calls from the
Gohan.
distance. One that seems friendly, leading to Vegito to slowly turn around and... What the... This can't be real! But what
It's
the God
Gohan
Killer
and
sees
the others, I
puts him in
think.
even more of a shock and awe state than previously, as his body freezes in the instant, unable to contemplate what is stood before him. Hey!
Okay. Yeah, right, Gohan and the others. Yeah. I know what's going on. I'm not too blind of an anime. I know of Naruto in some sort. I'm planning to do a reaction because I watched some clips of Naruto and I know things or two, and I know what's that, but at least I know a Sharingan. And in the Naruto team, it is very famous of hypnotism. I know what it's called, the Sharingan effect and everything. Of like I know about Sasuke, right, and everything, and yeah, one day I hope to catch up of Naruto from the beginning because I watch clip by clip. But I think what is happening here, and I think you could have also guessed this right. This is like some sort of hypnotism caused by Madara because of that eye of his, like a Sharingan or something, I don't know, to make Vegito believe he's reunited, and then like boom, he can kill Vegito in real life. The thing happening here is that Vegito need to realize that this is some sort of a hypnotism, a genjutsu in some sort. If that's what's called in Naruto, right? The hypnotism, and he needs to break free or else he'll die in a
Come
real
over!
scenario.
As unbelievably in the most unexpected sight, the Z Fighters of Earth are seen once
I
again.
bet.
Fully healthy, smiling, with open arms to Vegito. Krillin, Piccolo,
But the Saiyans
Yamcha,
is weak
Tien,
against things like this.
Gohan, and
I'm
even
truly
Chi-Chi and
want to
Bulma.
see how Vegito can break free of this.
You guys! But instantly, as Vegito's eyes dart around, noticing everyone, tears of sadness, happiness, and confusion can't help but uncontrollably stream down the cheeks of the God Killer as he whispers, "How is this all possible? You're all
Possible.
back. You're all alive.
Allah.
Are
Okay.
these all members of the Time Patrol too or something?" Remembering, of course, how he just recently saw
To the
Goten
Goten
and
and Trunks, yeah.
Hey! But as Vegito cries, a familiar hand eventually grabs onto him from the side. Strange, because Gohan was just in front of him. But Gohan with a smile would then say, as if able to hear even Vegito's whispers, "Haha, no Dad. Time Patrol? What even is that? It's us, Dad. Just the way you left us. We're all together again. Come here." And just like that, Vegito for the first time in over 10 years would hug his firstborn son, Gohan, once again. The two emotionally embracing each other.
This
while
is too
Vegito
good to be
remains
true.
in a state of disbelief.
Vegito
Just
needs to
muttering,
break this free or
"Gohan,
else he'll be dead.
it is you."
When I'm seeing things like this, I really want to react Naruto from the beginning to really see the final, not to see the final, to see the full story of Naruto without missing even an episode, because I just watch clips by clips, and yeah, when I see this, oh yeah, this, that, but the real background story, the characters involved, and yeah, I hope you can be a part of it at one day when I'm starting to react to Naruto again.
Really is. Hey, don't forget about us, Dad. But as the two
There's
hug it
Goten
out,
and the others.
in a distance, two very familiar
Oh,
young
Goten and
kids
Trunks.
call out to the God Killer too. "Dad, you're back!" As of course, they are then revealed to be Goten and Trunks,
Goten
just
and
as they
Trunks.
were before they were erased, smiling and full of excitement at seeing their would-be dad again after all this time. Oh! But as Vegito looks on, he once again cannot believe what he is seeing. As he thinks,
Okay.
Goten, Trunks, they're back. And they look the same? Haha, of course we do, Dad. We were brought back from the moment we died.
We died.
This time with the duo of kids actually somehow reading Vegito's thoughts. And in the end, as Gohan lets go with a smile, the two younger Saiyans would run and grab onto their father with pure giddiness, as Vegito just remains gobsmacked. But soon, with the sight of his actual youngest son in front of his eyes, the discrepancies in age and any logic in his mind are tossed out of the window, as with a smile, he speaks to his son. Goten, when will you ever grow up a little, huh? I think I may need to take you two to see a doctor. That doctor can wait, Goku. What about us? As yet again, mysterious voices are heard that are revealed to be Chi-Chi and Bulma, looking as youthful as ever. Oh, you two! You're back as well! Leaving Vegito now in a different state of stun, as another type of love begins to overflow within him. You haven't aged a day! I've missed you! Causing the once hardened heart Vegito to scream out in happiness towards his wives. What are you doing all the way over there? Come here! Instantly then shifting to run towards his partners without any more caution whatsoever.
Oh, okay.
But that happiness could only last so long for the tragic life of Ultra Vegito. What are you doing here?
There's Belmont and the
and
others.
shockingly, behind the two women, three gods of destruction that should also be dead appear menacingly. No! Belmont! Please! Rumshi! And when zoomed in, along with the tearfully shocked Vegito,
the tree.
so too do the gods of destruction he named also appear. Each silent, but with a devious-looking smirk in place. Hakai! Until the unthinkable does happen, and the three gods shout out in tandem behind Vegito's two wives, the words meant to erase them forever. No! Stop! But as Vegito screams out at his worst nightmare traumatizing him once more, it's too late yet again, as both Chi-Chi and
his wife is Hakai again.
With the latter just saying, Vegito, why didn't you save me? Stand back, Dad, I got this.
And then they all will be Hakai once again.
Any more terror or sorrow, Gohan suddenly appears in front, confident, just as he did 10 years ago, placing his arm out in front of Vegito as if protecting him, while the two younger Saiyans in the back yell, "No way, Gohan! We're joining in the fun too!" Just like that, without Vegito being able to say a word more, all three of his
he will be Hakai as well. The trauma will begin again.
To somehow avenge their mother in place of Vegito. But their flight is interrupted when two more gods appear.
Ivan and
with their hands outreached, they too Hakai! And just like their mothers before them, all three are then erased on the spot too. Hakai! Hakai!
Piccolo is Hakai by Jin, Krillin, Kitala Hakai. All of them are Hakai once again.
The same story repeats itself as each of the Z fighters, Piccolo by Jin, Krillin by Liquor, Yamcha by Kitela, and Tien by Sidra, are all erased before the eyes of the stood still in shell
Of Vegito.
Vegito. You!
He
I won't
is
let you get away with this!
he is mad.
As finally in a
He
true
is real
unleashing
mad.
of all of Vegito's pent-up rage, anger and inner thoughts exploding out, his face almost becomes beastly in the process, and his entire body shoots
He's
forth
mad.
unimaginable power.
Because his trauma is brought back, whether this is real or hypnotism or anything in some sort, but he is dragged to being traumatized. It's like a Broly
As
now.
Vegito reaches his very limit in power release, even losing himself to it, as his pupils disappear, his body becomes a ridiculously bright, shining light that even shocks the gods themselves as they all become enveloped in it, and most likely die from just the intensity of its radiance itself.
Okay.
And in that flash of light, everything is lost, including Vegito. But once we see Vegito again, his eyes remain gone, and from his mouth, drool drips down, as the God Killer seemingly remains in some sort of vegetative state. And when the scene finally shows everything, Vegito is
This is the
revealed
real
to be back where he
scenario.
was at the start when he first fought Madara, but just frozen in time, not even moving in the slightest.
Yeah, right, this is the real scenario while the Genjutsu hypnotism.
And behind the vegetative state God Killer, laughing with amusement, behind him is of course Madara. Sat down nonchalantly on a rock behind.
Why don't he kill
comments
Vegito
as if
while he has a
speaking to
chance?
someone else. I told you fools. He's been standing like that for over an hour now. This is the power of the eyes of
Of
Azuna.
eyes of
He'll be
Azuna.
locked in an infinite nightmare now, with no.
Oh, okay, this is the nightmare. The family will be brought, and then like the Hokkaido once again, trauma. It will be like that.
escape
Okay.
for the rest of his days. In this state, regardless of that hideous form, he is as weak as any mortal out there. Do as you please with him, but just know, the Grand Priest wanted him back alive.
Okay.
And to all our surprise, standing there before Vegito, right in front of him, are the two remaining gods of destruction.
Oh, the two gods of destruction are
Iwan
coming.
and Mule. With Mule from within his giant armored machine, saying with a giggle, "Alive," he said. What do you say, Iwan? Does that really sound like a good idea after all this dirt has done? All the fellow gods he's killed? No. I think it's high time to Hakai!
Oh, he'll Hakai
But that
Vegito.
was it for today's video, guys. If you made it this far, leave me a hashtag Hakai down in the comments and let me know what you think the two gods of destruction will do to Vegito now he's helpless. Or you can just find out what happens right now on my Patreon, where you can see the full next video, fully voice acted, soundtracked, and edited for you to enjoy with over 4,800 plus other fans, as well as getting access to 250
Oh my
plus.
god. No, this is a nightmare for me. Oh no, watch the continuation, so freaking bad. Oh my god. Oh, wow, great cliffhanger over here, using Genjutsu, hypnotism, and so the two are coming to kill Vegito once and for all, while he has no chance at all. And yeah, great episode, great plot, great story, and I know for a fact that ARJ is an anime lover, as he knows some types of animes and he's incorporated it even a Ultra Vegito story with a Dragon Ball, with a Naruto and everything. The team, the Sharingan stuff, the shadow and everything, the hypnotism and everything, and yeah, really making me want to start reacting to Naruto so bad in this series. But yeah, guys, man, this has been an amazing special, the cliffhanger. I'm just so shocked that I don't react at all when Yvonne and Mule appeared. I mean, like, I'm just so confused in the moment. Okay, this is real, this is dead. No, this is a what? Okay, and like, man. ARJ is just a goat. He is just amazing. But yeah, I don't really believe that Vegeta will be defeated. I think because of that, oh man, like he'll be released from that infinite nightmare. He'll see Ewan, he'll see Mule, and then he'll Hakai him, and then he'll, I don't know, defeat. He'll finally, so in the process, he don't need to go to the next gods because he'll absorb, or they just the remaining two angels once it's done. Madara, and then 3, 4, 5. I think it'll go that way if it is that smooth, but I don't know what will happen from here on. But now this has been an amazing reaction, storyline, plot, and everything. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. Till we meet again in the next short video. Bye.